copywriting or selling, let's get down to the basic of what it is. Selling is so much easier when you have a tribe. I'll give you a prime example. Tomorrow morning you wake up, your best friend calls you and says, oh my God, I just bought the best face lotion. You won't believe what it's done to my face. I swear, you've got to get this. This thing is a miracle. Take that. Now you go here and you're on Google and you see an advertisement that says, this is the best face lotion ever. You got to get this. Which one do you act on first? Your friend, because of that trust, the relationship. So for those who tell me, Anik, I'm not good at selling. I'm not a good salesperson. I just don't, I'm not a salesy person. Now, I love selling. You can see that. I get excited. It's fun for me, but it's not fun for everybody. And for those people, what I say is great. Focus your energy first on building a tribe because you'll do 60% of the selling right there. Today, if you watch my emails, if you watch my blog, my whole approach to selling someone is so different. It's fully transparent. We ran a webinar just a few days ago with our Publish Academy students where I told everybody before they get on, said, get on this webinar, we're gonna talk about outsourcing, and at the end, someone's gonna present you with an offer. I think you should take it, but even if you don't wanna take it, it's okay, but you should be there. Highest converting webinar I've done this whole year. Full-on transparency, but you can't do that as effectively unless you have that tribe going, right? So if you're in a position right now where you think, copy scares me, it's just not something I'm comfortable with, great. Are you comfortable providing value? Are you comfortable being you? Are you comfortable teaching people, helping people, being there to, take your mission, your vision, your hook, and really build that out? Do that, and your copy can stink. It can actually stink, and you'll do great. But we're talking about media buying, so here's the next piece of it. When you're buying cold traffic, that's what we call it. Traffic that it's not part of your tribe yet. They don't know who you are. So in that scenario, you have to do either of two things. One is you either create very strong copy, okay? It's capable of taking someone who has no relationship with you and converting them into a believing, trusting customer, or you take a longer-term funnel approach, which means you get them into your funnel, you get their email address, and you begin to build that relationship over the next 10, 12, 15 days by showing them who you are, by showing them your mission, showing your vision, showing your customer testimonial, showing the things you've done in the world. And then again, by day 16, they're now officially part of your tribe. Your marketing becomes a lot easier. Those are the two approaches you can take. There is really no right or wrong. Either way, you still have to learn copy to a degree, right? You can't sell based on transparency until you have a tribe, until you have people that just, they will buy because you say you should buy. Pure and simple as that, right? I'll give you an example, Apple. I am part of the Apple tribe. I am their best customer. I buy products before I know what the product is or what it does. As a matter of fact, their latest iPad Pro came out. It's a big iPad. Bought the best one, most expensive. It's in my backpack. I cannot figure out what to do with it. I don't have a use for it. But I bought it because Tim Cook got on a stage and said, this is one of our best products ever. You should buy this. I'm like, okay, I'm in. Right? So that's a tribe, and that doesn't require any selling then. So that's to give you hope. If you're sitting there thinking, man, I'm not a salesperson, great, you don't have to be. You can totally sell through valuable content. Now let's talk about, so we talked a little bit about a hook, right? And why use. So I'm gonna pick on some examples. We have the diffuser, right? That is a brilliant product. I'm listening to what it can do, and you're very passionate about your diffuser. It comes out, we can tell. But when you start talking about your diffuser, you also start talking about nanotechnology. And you start talking about, I don't remember, things that I don't understand, right? And the fact that I can't remember them is not a good thing. Because I just remember you saying nanotechnology, and it's a word I've heard in science before, and I thought, whoa. But then I immediately thought, I don't know, is this thing for me? Sounds complicated, right? Whereas when you talk about it, the part where you gave your story got me captivated. We're gonna talk about storytelling in a minute. As a matter of fact, how did I start this presentation? And all of you right here, deadlocked, looking at me. You know, people in the back, staring, watching. It started with a story. So story is very important, but also with your product particularly, what's the benefit? The only reason I knew that the diffuser helps with something health related was because of your story. But beyond that, when you spoke about the diffuser, it was all about the technology. It was all about the creation process. And to the end user, it doesn't mean much. What they want to know is, I put that thing, it comes to my house, I plug it in, what happens afterwards? It's like, well, you begin to get energetic, you begin to feel this, you begin to feel that. And, oh, great, well, there's so many on Amazon already, why you? Well, ours, because, and I remember this point, so you can purely test based on what people remember from what you said. You spoke about how you can't mix moisture and heat with the oils. Perfect. That's why I should buy your product, because you've statistically and scientifically proven that every other diffuser is killing the benefits of that essential oil, yet your system is cutting edge and it's created using a technology that doesn't ruin the underlying benefit. That's it, I'm done, sold. So you've got new technology, it works better than the rest, it gets me healthy, it solves my problem. I will spend twice as much on your product than the competitor without ever asking a question. As a matter of fact, if you priced it with the competitor, I might buy less. I might not believe you. I want the premium pricing because it makes me feel like I'm buying something that's premium, right? So again, more examples of what is the end result. What do you get at the end of the process? If you look at any of my sales pitches now, you'll never ever hear me mention how many hours of video or how many written content. It just doesn't exist because it's just not necessary. If anything, it takes the sale away. People think, I don't have time for all that. I can't go through all of that.